In continuing the lesson on the importance of nurturing the mind for balanced health in designing and delivering the life and love of your dreams, body, mind, heart, soul, and spirit, we're going to talk about mindfulness. And it's important to talk a little bit about mindfulness and give you some information on how mindfulness can be very helpful as a strategy and also inherently in mindfulness. It is a concept and a practice that is one of non striving. So, when we think of life and the different places where we can attend, we've talked about attending to the present moment. We've talked about attending or focusing, thinking about the past, the future, this realm of imagination and fantasy. And sometimes when we get stuck in life or when we notice things are feeling a way we don't really want them to feel. We feel stressed and overwhelmed. Sometimes we can look at the aspect of attention and notice that sometimes in life we slip into an autopilot mode, where autopilot meaning we're kind of just going along. We're not really thinking about or being intentional about our behavior, our actions, our relationships, our goals, what we're doing, and we're just kind of going. I love to use the example if you've ever driven a car or ridden a bike and you're going to a place where you've gone numerous times and you really don't have to think about it. Your mind just knows how to get there. Your body almost just knows how to get there and it does what it needs to do without you having to be super focused on the actions and the steps along the way to get you there. And all of a sudden you're like, wow, I was spaced out, or I was just kind of going through the motions, or I was in autopilot. And that can be helpful sometimes, right? We need to do things that are kind of don't require a lot of attention and focus, movements that are kind of monotonous or routine. And it can be helpful because then we have time to think about other things, right? When you're in the shower and you're thinking about what you're going to wear, this would be another example of being on autopilot. And it's not inherently dangerous. So it's not good, it's not bad. But think about over time, if you are in autopilot way more than you are focused, present, intentional about your actions and your relationships, then you're kind of out of balance. And that's when things can feel not so great. That's when we can feel stuck. So if you're feeling stuck in life, one of the first places to look is how intentional am I? How present am I in my life? Am I on some level going through the motions of life on autopilot, disconnected from what's happening to me moment by moment? And we know, because of what we've talked about in the previous video, is that there are certain aspects of our awareness that pull us out of the present moment, and we can still function and we can still get things done. We can still pack lunches, or we can still take a shower. We can still drive from here to there without having to think about it if there's so much else on our mind. And if there's so much else on our mind, we can also miss the moments of joy. We can miss the moments of connection. We can miss the moments that, when we put them together, make up a lifetime of memories and happiness and connection and love. And so that's why we talk about these aspects of the mind in a way that we're looking at them without judgment. And the first step is this aspect of awareness. paying attention and kind of stepping back and looking in to see, what's going on? Without having to say this is good, this is bad, this is positive, this is negative, this is healthy, this is unhealthy. We first want to look at what's happening. And so I invite you to think about your life and think about how focused you are on the present moment, how much time you spend in connection with the here and now, in connection with the present, and how much time you spend in some of those other aspects of awareness, whether it be the past, whether it be the future, whether it be this alternate fantasy, imagination, creativity space. And check in, check your balance level, check where you fall, and be aware. That's the first step.